Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and I wanted to show you what I just got a few days ago, and I'm very happy about it. I also wanted to make a kind of an honest review because I'm not getting paid by Samsung or anything, and this is the new Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I have been a fan of Samsung for a long time. Ever since the first Note came out, I realized that will set some kind of a trend because it was the proper size that you could use and do stuff during the day, so you wouldn't need to carry a tablet with you or a computer. But anyway, back to this. Just got it, and I actually opened it maybe a couple days ago, so it's still fresh. The situation with this and basically how this comes is in this small tiny box. Of course, we're not going to get any more of the chargers and anything extras. Thanks to Apple for that, because as you guys know, Samsung copied Apple because they were the first ones to take the 3.5mm jack out, and then I believe they never had an SD card in the first place, so that was never there. But then they took the stereo jack out, and then they completely stripped the phone pretty much out of any extras, and of course then they stripped the box that comes with the phone, and of course Samsung followed. And now we just get this simple box with pretty much just the phone, and you will get this this little tiny box in there. And what you get in the box is just a couple things. It's just one simple cable. You get some, I guess, tiny instructions. You get the USB-C to USB-C cable, and you get the pin opener tool, pin push opener tool, and that's it. I mean, I wish that they could give us a little bit more stuff, but no more. The days are gone, so this is it. And I feel kind of sad about it, even though I kind of agree that we don't need chargers, as many chargers as they were supplying us with every phone. But there are people that will get a new phone and they will have an old charger, and therefore that's kind of a bad side or bad thing to happen, because these new phones will take they're supposed to come with better charging, faster charging, so the old adapters at some point will become obsolete or not really supposed to be used with the newer phones. So I guess Samsung didn't think about it. But anyway, again, I'll tell as I said, I'll give you my honest review and my experience with what I have in my hands, and this is the phone. So if I actually am recording from a S22 Ultra that I've had for a couple years, and I decided to get this new one, this S24, because I kind of try to stay for possibly around 2 years with the phones, and I kind of realized that after the 2 years these phones don't really handle that good afterwards, unless you actually end up replacing your battery. For sure I've seen a difference in the battery handling and performance after like the first year and a half. So this is the phone. As you can see, it is different from the S22 and S23 with one major difference, as you guys already know. It's this flat screen. Actually, if you pay attention to the screen, it's not actually completely flat. It is a little bit curved. It's just there's a tiny curve right there at the edge, and it is flat, but it's just got this real tiny edge at right here It has the curve right here at the edge. So with this said, this phone is very squarish, as you can see. It's not round anymore, and I'm kind of liking this design, but at the same time this reminds me a lot of the actual Sony mobile phones designs that they have had since, I don't know, maybe since I guess the creation of their first phones that they actually had 4K screens. That must have been probably around 8 to 10 years ago. The Sony Xperia phones, when they got to this design, and they kind of look exactly like this phone with the exception of the camera setup. They look just like this, squarish with square angles and nothing round. So I mean, Samsung, sorry, this looks like almost like a Sony phone on the design part. I mean, do I like it? Not a whole lot, but I'm kind of liking the thing that, you know, the main factor now is this kind of a flat screen, because I've kind of have been getting tired of the round screens or round edges, because they didn't really serve any purpose, and it didn't help me, or maybe someone got some fun out of it, but I didn't like him that much. And these round edges on these S series, the previous series, were actually a weak spot, and every time you drop this phone or you hit it somewhere, you hit it on that edge and you destroy the screen immediately. So yes, I'm liking this flat screen, and kind of no, because this is old design. Please give us something more advanced, Samsung, please. So I guess it is what it is. I still like it, but I have been, as I said, I have been using it now for a couple of days, and the first thing that I saw was, and I kind of saw this, saw these few people complaining online, but there's something going on with the colors. You're probably not gonna see it here that much. Maybe this S22 Ultra that I'm recording with, it may not show it properly, but the colors on this S24 are very dull. They are very washed out, dark kind of colors, and I saw that there's a problem with the colors on these phones, and I have tried to go on the actual settings, and I have not been able to change anything. I've tried to keep it in natural, because it looked like the natural screen was better than the vivid, but when you put it in vivid, you know, all these colors are supposed to pop up or pop out, and they're not. It's just that the colors are very, very dull, and it's very visible when you compare it with like a S23 or S22. So there is a problem. Obviously, Samsung is supposed to be working on update. It should be actually out now. Today's February 21st, so this update was, I read a couple of days ago, or 3-4 days ago, that it's supposed to be out already to fix this situation. But man, this is just a letdown. It's a huge letdown. It's like that is the first time I've seen a screw up like this. It just, I don't know what happened. Where's the quality control with Samsung? I have no idea how this slipped through them. I have no idea. I mean, were the quality inspectors colorblind? I have no idea again. So hopefully they will fix this. And there's a bunch of options that they're kind of crazy. Every time you go to something else, or like one of these different settings, you will actually see you'll see different kind of things popping out with these artificial intelligence signs, the AI signs. So here's a picture that I have, and one of the things that they were showing about this phone is how much AI is there to help you to do different things. So when you try to edit this picture here, you will see here's the sign. So these functions help a lot with different things. It already actually helped me when I was doing some other things the other day. I think I was texting and then I was doing something else like editing of some video files, and this AI helped me a lot. Like, I have never seen this before. Obviously, this is the first time that they implemented this, and they kind of pushed the envelope with this. I like the way they're doing these things. Hopefully, people are not going to become too lazy. But anyway, I guess this is the new technology. One thing that I'm actually very impressed that I wanted to tell you is that I have always been bothered by the how long the phones will last, or I always thought that bigger battery is always better, but now it seems like Samsung is kind of set up on, or they kind of settled on the 5,000 milliampere batteries, and they're actually working, I guess, on the hardware to give you, or to, I guess, consume less energy. And what has happened is the S22 and the previous phones that I've had were okay. Specifically with the S22, I've gotten the most battery. It'll go through a day with me doing different things during the day. But this phone, I've been using it for about a couple of days, and I actually try to stay away from turning on the 5G. I kind of turn off the 5G and go down the LTE, but I kind of let it go for these couple of days just to test it out. And man, I have to tell you that I'm very, very impressed with the battery life of this phone. Usually it's supposed to take a few months when these batteries are supposed to break in, so that kind of give you the full capacity. That's a normal procedure with lithium-ion batteries. Everybody should know this. So I've kind of been following these procedures, and kind of waiting for a couple months to see the best results out of the batteries. But man, this phone, it's for a couple of days old. Usually with the other phones, I would get down to maybe 20-30% in the first day. Now this has been, like, I've used my phone today, not intensively, but I've used it regularly, just a few phone calls, some internet browsing, some videos, and I'm at 72% for the whole day. I mean, I am extremely impressed, and that's on 5G. So I will try to do some more tests and see whether I can, whether I'm gonna get a better battery life if I turn off the 5G and I just use the LTE signals. But again, very extremely impressed by this battery life. If this is what we get from opening the box, I can't imagine how good that battery is. I mean, how long this battery is gonna last in a couple months. So we'll come back again, guys. I'll make another video, and we'll see how long how long of a battery I get, maybe in a couple of months later. So again, first, crazy impressed battery life. The other functions, it's gonna become like kind of a way over too long video for this, and there are multiple videos already on YouTube about the other functions. You can kind of, guys, try to see if there's anything that you want to see different, more specific on, like, through with these other guys on YouTube. Is I'm not really prepared right now to make a huge video. I was just trying to give you these first impressions and first use of this phone. And again, very impressed. Battery, I know that the camera, I've taken some pictures, and the camera is very, very, very well set up, and I believe it's supposed to be a bigger chip than what I have on the S22. Yeah, I think it's like a 200 megapixel chip, so this camera is also supposed to be much better. I haven't seen a difference yet, but I will try to maybe make another review on the camera and see and show you some other stuff. But those are the things that I see right now. Anything else to mention? Well, the color is very interesting because this is supposed to be black, but as you can see, this is not black. They're using a titanium frame on these phones, and maybe for that reason they decided to give these kind of a milky kind of shades of colors. And this is more of a kind of a grayish, dark grayish. I believe the proper name for this color is actually pewter. I've seen this color on a Mercedes some years back, and they used to call them pewter metallic. So there's no metallic here, but there's definitely, this is a kind of a dark grayish color. And you can see the setup on this, the SIM card, USB charging port. I believe this is a that's the speaker that beams the sound down from the phone on the lower side of the phone. And we have the pen here. One kind of weird thing about this pen, maybe I didn't pay attention to this before, because I've always had my phones in a cover, in a protective case. This pen is kind of sticking a little bit out, so I'm not sure whether this helps or not. I guess it helps with, you know, opening the pen. But yeah, this is the pen, and I believe it's supposed to be a little bit it's supposed to be a different, actually a newer design pen, and so forth. And on the top, I believe these are the microphones, and you have the buttons on the side, volume buttons with the power button you can program, and of course you have the cameras here, and that's pretty much it. I guess there's not a whole lot to expect from this phone, but yet there's a lot of improvement with the internals of the phone, and of course the actual design of the screen. So those are the things that I'm impressed, and you know, some of the things that I like and I don't like with this phone. Again, if you're trying to make a decision whether you would want to buy this phone, I hope this will help you to make a proper decision. Again, Samsung is supposed to be, or should have released, a fix for this color problem by now. So hopefully they will rectify this situation, and this phone become, as pleasurable as my other ones have been so far. So please don't hesitate to share your comments or your questions or opinions in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like my videos and please subscribe. Thank you.